Hey guys, Morten Ostad here. Welcome to my channel. A couple of days ago I went down to the, well, not the post office, more like a 7-Eleven type place here in Oslo. We have a chain called Joker, and they also double as a place where you can pick up parcels and packages, which is kind of weird because I ordered it for these records from Platekompaniet, and they used to have a thing where you could ask to have the records picked up in their record store because they still have a physical record store. And when you go out the door from the Joker where I picked up this and turn left, you can see the Platekompaniet shop up the street. But anyway, before that I went for a walk around Oslo, and I've included that in this video, so I hope you enjoyed that. So, what do we have this time? Like I said, I ordered this from Platekompaniet. They were having, they're having some summer sales, and prices on certain records are at times quite nice. So the two albums that I've gotten this time are UK albums for UK bands, and one of them I've wanted to get for a long time, and this is a band where I still have all my original vinyl from back in their initial run, if you like. It's of course Echo the Bunnymen, and from Crocodiles and up to their self-titled final album, sometimes called the Grey Album, simply called Echo and the Bunnymen. I have all those vinyls and even a compilation from back in that time period. And then I remember coming back from my school trip to Italy in late summer, early fall of '89, and from the train station going to get to the bus to go home, I stopped at a record shop and I bought Candleland, Ian McCulloch's solo debut, on cassette. And of course, this wasn't the day of internet and everything. I wasn't entirely sure what was going on with Echo and the Bunnymen at this stage, but I remember going into a record store and seeing an Echo and the Bunnymen record and going up to buy it. And the guy who I used to talk to in the record store told me, hey, do you really want this? You know, because this is Echo and the Bunnymen without Ian McCulloch. And I didn't want that, so I never bought that record. And that's one of the Echo and the Bunnymen records that are now missing from my collection. And then, of course, some years passed, and was it in '97 they got back together? After Sargent and McCulloch had played together in Electrification. I can never say the name of that. That one I actually have. It's a Record Store Day release. I bought last year, I think it was. But then they finally, like I said, got back together. And all the records since then I have on CD, but I never, until I bought What Are You Gonna Do With the Rest of Your Life this winter, I think it was, I never had any of their post-reunion albums on vinyl. But now I got Evergreen. I'm really happy about that. And this is Echo and the Bunnymen Evergreen for the first time on vinyl. Really? Limited white vinyl 25th anniversary remastered edition. This is, yeah, okay, so 2022, right? So if you're ready for some midlife crisis, guys, yeah, they have their reunion is so far. So long ago now that they've been together for far longer after the reunion. Well, I say they, it's there's only two of them left. kind of like Simple Minds. So there's the white vinyl with label. And of course there were 3 of them when they during the reunion, and yeah, because Les Pattinson was still was joined the reunion, and then he left. I think he left during the recording of the next album, which I know Will Sargent didn't like much either. Like a lot of people think of what are you going to do with the rest of your life. If that's the wrong title. Was a bit of a Ian McCulloch solo album in a way. So yeah. So anyway, that's really great that I now have this on vinyl, and I hope to then gradually get the rest of them. They haven't released anything new since, is it 2018? The last time they released something, which wasn't a proper studio album. It was sort of a reimagining of. I think there were 2 new songs, but it was like a reimagining of old songs. I just thought I'd take the opportunity to show those post-reunion albums on CD. There's Evergreen. What are you going to do with your life? And Flowers. I actually bought this CD in South Africa. And then we got Siberia. And we got The Fountain. And I suppose this is their last proper studio album. 2014. Yeah. This is Meteorites. And then we got this thing here in 2018. Yeah. The Stars, the Oceans, and the Moon. Which I should hurry up and get, because it's still relatively nicely priced, while Siberia, for example, is pretty expensive. The other album that I got is from a band that I used to follow quite a bit. I've seen them live here in Oslo, and I was very keen on this band, but 4 or 5 years ago they changed the name of their band somewhat in order to I guess for PC reasons, and I haven't kept up with what they've been doing since, so I don't have all their albums up to that point on CD either, but there are a couple of things I'm missing. But there's one that I really wanted on vinyl, and one of the reasons is because several of the guys over there in the vinyl community in the UK bought copies of this at Record Fair. I think it was Leeds, and I kind of felt that they were rubbing my nose in it, so to speak. And then I saw that Plot Company had it in this summer price drop bracket, so I grabbed it, and it is of course British Sea Power with Do You Like Rock Music? So this is the 15th anniversary limited edition. Expanded vinyl includes live sessions and B-sides, pressed on orange vinyl and picture disc. Special glow-in-the-dark front cover. Okay, how is this supposed to glow in the dark? I guess at some stage I might be reminded to check that out. Of course, it doesn't get dark here yet properly for a few more weeks, so that's summer in Oslo for you, Norway for you. Alright, so let's see if we can not rip the hype sticker apart. Yeah, I think I managed that fine. There we are without the shrink wrap. And it's on rough trade. And it came out, this version came out last year. Ooh. Yeah, that's proper orange there. So I would guess that this is the actual album on disc 1. And this was their 3rd album, I think. If memory serves me right, correct? Yeah, I think maybe it's the cross that will be glowing. Let's check out the gatefold. Which seems to contain various snippets, interviews and such, compiled by Roy Wilkinson, May 2023. Then there. Oh, right, this is the picture disc. It's funny, I seen the guys like Gav showed this, and I had somehow not forgotten this. Ooh. So just for the heck of it, I thought, let's show you the CDs that I have by British Sea Power. So we have the debut, The Decline of British Sea Power. The excellent, well, I think I like this as well, but I remember I really liked the second album and the album art. This is Open Season. It looks like an alternative flag for like an Alaskan republic. And then, of course, here is Do You Like Rock Music? Oh, crap. Then we had Valhalla Dance Hall, which I remember I bought this in Edinburgh. And then we had Machineries of Joy. And the last album I bought from them, which I think was the last one, called British Sea Power. They're now just called Sea Power. And it's called Let the Dancers Inherit the Party, which I, for some reason, kept the shrink wrap on. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed seeing the records that I got from the wonderful Echo and the Bunnymen, you know, one of the greatest bands ever, and British Sea Power, which is it's a band a little bit different and slightly difficult to explain. And they also have done some soundtracks to some fairly obscure movies, and a bit like Belle and Sebastian have, and even Grafferis, who have recorded entire albums for movies where I'm pretty sure more people ended up listening to the soundtrack than watch the movie. Yeah, to each their own. So anyway, please leave a comment about this. That would be appreciated. If you want to click like, that is even more appreciated, because that helps my channel. And if you want to subscribe, well, that makes me happy. So I hope to see you guys soon in another video. Bye bye.